Let's start by taking a look at the SABC's news diary and some of the stories we'll be tracking today. And we start with this one. We follow up on the number of Xhosa initiates who were rescued during this winter season after reports yesterday that 69 initiates had been rescued from illegal initiation schools in the Bizana area since the start of the season 2 weeks ago. Now, we'll also try to locate some of the parents of the rescued boys and also update on the latest in the province. And there's a huge concern over newly built government houses in Pagamisa and King Williamstown, and they are being illegally occupied by a number of people, leaving the rightful beneficiaries stranded. And close to 1,000 houses have been built but were never handed over to the beneficiaries. The ward councillor is accused of being part of allowing people to illegally occupy those houses. And those are some of the stories that we'll be tracking in our news diary. Right, let's move on to trends and see which were the top trending topics. Right, Soweto, and this of course is about the unpaid electricity bill. We had the story in the news yesterday, and of course Soweto owing billions of rands to Eskom. And the president, during his SONA address last week, he actually made a plea to South Africans in general to actually start paying for electricity. And that in itself has caused quite a bit of a discussion, because it was said by some at least that there was a concerted effort during the 1980s to actually get people to destabilize the regime of the day by making it ungovernable and not paying for services. And therefore, it cannot just be one statement by the president and everything turns around. Some people believe that there needs to be another concerted effort to convince people why they should be paying for services. So Soweto trending for those reasons, and many feeling aggrieved that Soweto is getting away with not paying electricity, residents of Soweto, while others have to pay as well. So that's why Soweto was trending. It's about 17 billion rand, I think, that Soweto owes to Eskom. Right, and then we go to Bafana Bafana. And this one was quite interesting. So Bafana Bafana, I don't know if you were surprised. Not everybody was, but Bafana Bafana lost to Côte d'Ivoire in their opening match at AFCON. And many people expected them to perform better than they did. And I think that was the issue. And training alongside Bafana Bafana was Mabena. And people were saying that Bafana Bafana are the Mabena of football or of sport in general. Remember Mabena from last week? We showed you Mabena, the guy who never disappoints, who always gets things wrong. So they are saying Bafana Bafana is that guy, Mabena. So this is why Bafana Bafana is trending, unfortunately, on the back of the Proteas and Banyana, and we lost again. So we seem to have a bit of a crisis on our hands with regard to our sporting teams. And some were even saying Caster Semenya is the only national football and national team that is performing. So it's bad, it's bad. Right, moving on to the final one there, hashtag Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry trending because of a speech that he gave at the BET Awards, and many people applauding him for the inspirational speech that he gave. And Tyler Perry, amongst other things, was saying that while some people were asking for a place at the table, he set out to build a table. And many people applauding that speech. So if you have an opportunity, you can actually go and listen to what Tyler Perry had to say. So those are some of our top trending topics. We'll bring you our question of the day just after the news headlines at the bottom of the hour. But for now, let's get into the latest in the weather.